What's up, Boluk?
What kind of name is Bolu?
Kind of name's Dhugg Salvo, dumbass. Who are you?
I know that's not all what the game means, but like it feels so like.
Dhugg Salvo is the definitive Knights of the Old Republic character. Everyone else's character is non-canon.
Yeah, that's true. Hear that, people of the world? Fuck you.
Alright, I'm gonna need all hands on deck for this. This is gonna require all three of our brains interconnected through wires to figure it out. Eliza, are you ready?
Yes.
Eliza's never been more ready. That's the most enthusiastic I've heard, Eliza.
This is a big love triangle.
This is a love trapezoid. Alright, this guy was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. Two other men were found at the scene, Handon Gold, unarmed, and Rickard Lusoff, who was carrying a hunting rifle. Both men say they didn't do anything and that they came across the body, but both also accuse the other. Is there anything else I should know? Handon was holding his side, and Rickard was favoring one of his legs. Oh.
Both of them blaming each other is interesting.
Yeah, alright. Handon Gold, what say you?
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Boluk in his investigation.
Oh.
I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
No.
Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell
Now, who the fuck are you again?
There's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, when all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer? Actually, go on.
I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called
The emergency was like your fucking 999.
That's my story.
He just pulls out a little box with a red button on it.
Rickard, so I can get on with my day.
This doesn't actually contact the authorities. This is just my emergency button.
Yeah, he hit his emergency button and then he pulled out his phone and called the cops. All right, how about you, Mister? Get out of my way, you dumbass! Here, stand over here. All right, how about you, Mr. Rickard?
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff.
I thought you said he seemed stupid. I was like, you're really like.
Yeah. Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out
What?
my rifle and
Hunting
aim
what?
at it. Couldn't see it
Iriaz.
that well, mind you, because the damn sun.
Is that
was
the
in its
person,
eyes.
or is that
So
like
I
a-
shoot it and it
No,
drops.
he just says I was out hunting the murder victim.
No, not the murder victim, like the other guy that's here with you.
That whiner hand into
Well, either way, he'd be admitting to hunting someone.
Yeah.
No, it's an animal.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those birds.
Information droid.
Hey, droid.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Boluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am
Hey,
an
what information you got?
retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central
dandy.
government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder, Nettic, Rickard Lusoff, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Nettic. Is there any information you require?
What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy
That
blast
body's
to
only
the
been dead
torso.
for 3
Is there
hours. It
any
looks
other information
bad.
you need?
Must have been hit by a real big energy blast.
Yeah.
Tell me about these planes.
These planes are rife with wild animals. Not all of
They
them
go-
benign.
they fly
Iriaz
through
are
the
mostly
sky.
docile, but can easily be provoked to violence.
I'm just thinking, like, how would you get a
Very well.
gun
I
that
would-
causes that much damage?
Space.
like that is. Ooh.
Alright. Bo Luke. Have anything else to say to these two jagos?
How can I be of further assistance?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. How can I be of further assistance? Of course.
Rickard.
So, what do you want to know?
Why do you favor one of your legs?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Right.
I want to discuss the murder. No thoughts in that head.
Of course, not even looking.
Cars is like, look at that rock.
That rock looked great. It's like tough.
Mission's just over there like, man, my brother's girlfriend's such a slut.
Who a mission?
Alright. I think Handon's lying.
But do you think he is guilty?
Fat people always lie.
Oh, what? That's so bad!
Oh,
Doug!
my God!
I reconsider. Rickard. It was cloudy. There was no sun glare.
The first step of many.
The motive for the killing. Alright, let's see. Rickard.
So, what do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well.
Differences, you say?
We just had our differences. We were actually
That's
business
interesting.
partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
Ah,
So.
shit.
Right.
Handon?
How can I be of further assistance?
Did you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him. Yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Fucking fat ass. Information droid.
Is there any other information you need?
What can you tell me about Calder and Handon?
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
How about Rickard?
According to the municipal authorities near the Garrow spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
What?
Oh, Spongy was taken by the demons again.
Damn demons.
We'll pop one off for our boy Spongy, who sadly passed away.
Yeah, pour one out. Everyone who's watching, pour a drink out. Whatever you're drinking, pour it onto the floor. no matter where you
Or
are.
else it might as well have been you who killed Spongy.
If you don't, we will summon the demons. Dhugg Salvo will appear. Send this email to 3 of your friends, or Dhugg Salvo will appear and give you a smooch on the noggin.
Why would you not want that?
Because Dhugg Salvo smooch with such force it'll cave your skull in.
I die happy.
Alright.
So, what do you want to know?
You thought Calder was cheating you in business.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
You can't deny there was bad blood.
Right.
Handon,
How can I be of further assistance?
you knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
Wait, what do you mean take the law into your own hands? You're not like, this isn't vigilante justice, you'd just be committing murder.
Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Nothing happened, I wanted to finish my bagel because I didn't want to risk my chewing coming through on the recording.
Yeah, and all.
Alright. Droid. I don't need you. Boluk.
Mean.
Alright, talk
Let me
to
meet
him.
the droid.
I want to discuss the murder. Handon's lying. He was probably stalking him. He knew his wife was cheating on him.
What if they're both the murderer?
Murder weapon.
Is there any other information?
Tell me about the weapon.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Handon.
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon lying by the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single
He
blaster.
killed
let alone
himself.
another. I can't tell you how important it is to
With
have a weapon on
Handon's
hand with all these
blaster.
ravenous
He took it while he
cat
was
hounds
fucking his
around.
wife.
Even Irias can take a man down if it gets in the
Oh.
mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of
evidence.
further assistance? Of course.
Rickard,
So, what do you want to know?
what do you know about the weapon?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. I always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
I don't like or trust either of these men. I want to discuss the murder.
I think they're both responsible.
The blaster is... I haven't learned anything yet.
Is there any other information you need?
Is there a report of Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Handin. Lying about so
contradiction.
many things. It's all real uneven ground or... No. Nope, this dude just towers over me. God damn. I can't tell if he's really tall or if Dhugg Salvo's
really
a short
tall.
king. Oh, Bo Luke. I want to discuss the murder. The blaster's handins, and he lied about it being stolen. A blood sample.
No way.
How can I be a friend?
Shut up.
Of course.
You look so much like a droid. Information droid.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the blood.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Well, Mr. Rickard has a sprained ankle. However, Handon
How can I be of further assistance?
has some sort of side injury.
Of
I
course.
feel like that's more likely to have blood. Oh, Luke,
Yes.
rip off this man's
If you-
shirt for me.
Oh, if you bleed when you sprain your ankle, that's
More than just a
Impressive.
sprain.
yeah.
It didn't belong to the victim. It's Handon's blood. He doesn't seem trustworthy. He's clutching his side.
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, I think that the only reasonable option is that Handon is the guilty one. However, I know using Doug's future sight that they're both guilty.
Yes.
Handin? More like hand in my penis.
What? Are you handing in your penis, or is there a hand inside of your penis?
This had a hunch.
I just had a hunch. I love this. He was also having an affair with They're just all fucking Handon's wife.
I'm fucking Handon's wife. You're fucking Handon's wife. Doug's fucking Handon's wife. You're fucking Handon's wife. Karth's fucking Handon's wife. You're fucking Handon's wife.
I think you've said that 3 times now.
That's how many times you fucked his wife.
Rickard thought Calder was cheating him in business. So you seem to already know all this. Were you just waiting for someone to stumble along so you could pop quiz them?
No.
Damn both.
Oh.
So the Jedi Order can commit arrests. That's interesting.
I mean, I guess on this planet at least. Because I guess the Jedi Order probably has a whole lot of authority on this planet, considering it holds an enclave.
You did good. You might just
Yeah.
make a proper Jedi yet. Who knows?
Oh, that's the nicest thing Karth's ever said to anyone.
It's insane they both committed the murder.
Veery stretched out her arm and then just letting it drape off of her tower. Just fully stretched
You know what's
out.
funny?
What?
You know what's funny about Beery and Bibla?
What?
Neither of them are actually called those names.
Yeah.